Got cake bumpers today, per Bill's request.
Yeah.
Not all, but most. So don't say I never did anything for you, because going through those cake songs, putting bumpers together.
They're very instrumental, though. Like
I had to, not enough.
You should have asked for recommendations. I would have pointed you in the right direction.
Throw some curveballs in there, maybe.
Okay.
Hey, Mary Santora is in Nashville, Tennessee.
Hi, guys. No babies. Happy birthday, Bill.
Thank you.
She's getting out none too soon, by the way. There's massive storms coming through the Midwest.
Yeah,
She's going from the frying pan into the fire.
Well, my travel day, I've got a 7-hour drive tomorrow, and it's going to be through all of that.
Yeah.
So I'm not really looking forward to that at all.
No, nor would I. Poundcake's back behind the glass.
Afternoon, white people. Happy birthday, Bill.
Thank you. Thank you for the gift. He brought me some cookies.
Oh, he did?
And a gift card.
Hey.
Appreciate it.
I will admit I did try the cookies because I wanted to make sure they were good. They're not so good. like they're.
Where are they from?
Well, I got them from I think Giant Eagle, but like I looked at them and I thought they were gonna be soft. Like it was like Kids Choice. I was like, oh, Kids Choice would be soft. I would think. And then I opened them up and I'm like, these are like
They're real crumbly.
yeah.
I'll have them with coffee. It'll be fine.
Yeah, they're good. I mean, they taste good. They're just hard.
Knowing that they're crunchy going in is different than when you think you're getting a soft cookie. And
I
then all
thought
of
it
a
was
sudden
a
it's
soft
crunchy.
cookie.
Yeah.
But yeah.
My wife despises hard cookies.
Me too.
You want a soft cookie.
Yeah, you do. That's optimal. I mean, when it comes to cookies, I'm not real picky. I'll eat a hard cookie too. But yeah, I get it. If you thought it was soft and you bit into it, and it
ruined my whole night. It ruined my whole night. I couldn't even do my podcast because I was so pissed
you
off.
pop a crown off. Is that true? Did
No,
you not? Oh, I didn't.
It wasn't because of the cookies.
Oh,
So
you didn't do your podcast?
I didn't do the podcast last night, but I'm going to do it tonight. I fully was prepared to do it. I was going to do it over the Super Bowl halftime shows of all time, my favorite, and how they rank. But when I got home, my roommate was like cleaning up. Everything was askew. He's like, listen, I got a girl coming over. He's like, so can you just go to your room? I'm like, sure. I
thought you were doing the podcast here.
No, now that I can do it at home.
You could do it at home before.
I didn't have my mic. My mic was broken.
Oh, I thought you just started doing it here because it was...
No, my mic was
I see.
was messed up.
Okay.
So I'm just going to do it here because I'm already here rather than go home and deal with that again. So
he's not hooking up with that lady that lived like a couple houses down or whatever?
no, they broke up.
Yeah.
Shh, we don't talk about that.
Oh, yeah. He mentioned that a while ago, that he wasn't making that trip anymore.
Yeah, no, he was mad.
That trip through the backyard and through the other lady's garage.
And that's the thing. Sometimes I drive past her. I'm just like, I wonder what she's doing. I just want to see if there's another guy's car in her driveway. I'm like, dude.
Wait, you're creeping on his ex?
Well, no, she lives literally behind our house. So if I take another route to whatever store I'm going to, I have to drive past her house.
Right.
And so I know where she lives because I can see her backyard from my backyard. So I just want to see if she's miserable, if she's upset, that she lost my roommate, or is she like,
Got
throwing...
some new?
Yeah, exactly. I want to see the license plate, where it's coming from.
You could
whose
have a
car
new
it
person
is.
and still be miserable.
Or were they even
Kanye
together
shows
that
that.
long?
I mean, well, let's put it this way. For the first 4 months that I lived in my apartment, I didn't see this dude, like, at all.
Right. So was he concerned that you doing the podcast would be too distracting if he had a girl over?
Poundcake made the decision not to do the podcast.
I would think that he would want noises so that you wouldn't hear what was going on. Like you talking and doing your podcast would provide the perfect cover.
Him munching on my dry ass cookies.
And right.
That's what his roommate was planning on doing too.
The Black Eyed Peas just sucked. But
How many Super Bowl halftime shows have you seen?
A lot. Since
You were going to rank them?
I'm not going to pick all of them, but like my top 5
Out of how many?
out of all the Super Bowl halftime shows that I've seen since like 2000.
Oh, out of the ones that you've seen. So
Out of
top 5.
2003.
So top 5 in the last 15 years.
So I guess I would start.
20 years.
The youngest I remember was Janet Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
And I was too young. I didn't even know what the big deal was. I'm like, so she had a nipple out. And at first I didn't believe it because they said, we saw a nipple on TV last night. My cousins were saying this. And I was like, no, you didn't. They're like, yes, we did. And it had a star on it. I was like, now I know you lying. I know she didn't have a star. She did have a star on her nipple.
Areola.
So I guess I would take it from there. But actually, the one that I like I'll say that. I'll say it for the podcast.
Little tease.
Well, I don't remember Michael Jackson's halftime show, but I thoroughly enjoyed it when I look back on it on YouTube. But he's still not my number one.
Prince was the one that most people I saw were referring to dissent from this year's being the best ever. People were like, what, nobody remembers Prince at the halftime show? This year's was pretty great, man. I mean,
Prince's was great too, though.
Yeah, Prince's was great.
Prince is my number one. Spoiler alert, but I'll tell you why. So,
I'm actually surprised by that because
why?
I'm just don't see you going with Prince. I see you going with like Gaga or something like that.
Nope. And that's the thing. That's why I thought it would be fun to talk about, because I'm sure everybody expected Gaga or Beyonce, and I surprised myself, but I really had to think about it because I'm like, Prince and all his swagger. He had a hair wrap on. You know, he came out there. It was raining. And he
raining while he was doing Purple Rain.
And you know, the pyro just with the song, like everything, you just have to have a certain amount of swag. And
none of it felt forced either.
None of it.
It felt like you were at a Prince concert that was
just happened to be at a
and they're like,
game.
And we'll play football.
Exactly, and I'll go into more detail on my podcast that I will do today. So sorry for the delay.
What about the Meryl Streep Super Bowl halftime show? How come nobody ever refers to that one?
You mean Tom Petty?
Meryl Streep, where she did all the Mamma Mia medley with Pierce Brosnan. Was that not a Super Bowl halftime show?
I don't think so.
They did it from
Mamma
Greece.
Mia, yeah.
What?
Thinking of the movie.
I'm thinking of the movie.
Mm-hmm.
I never saw the movie.
Do you have a worst halftime show?
Worst?
Yeah.
I don't remember enough of them.
I remember the Black Eyed Peas. I was like, oh, my
Yeah, I don't remember
Lord.
that one.
Oh, God, I was in college. I'm like, why? Why would you sing live, Fergie?
I mean, I remember Kid Rock the year of the Janet Jackson nipple, and that was pretty lame. But he comes out in like a big full-length white fur coat or whatever. But no, I don't. Again, I don't have enough of them committed to memory. I mean, I would normally gravitate towards your Tom Pettys and your Rolling Stones and your Princes and things like that. I know they're a lot more pop-oriented in a lot of other years.
They had Diana Ross. That was a good one, but it was very simple halftime show.
I remember the Who. Like, I feel like it was just underwhelming. And I love the Who.
That sounds about right.
It felt just kind of like they just like it was not enough of a spectacle. Poundcake loves the spectacle, and I feel like theirs was just like, hey, we're gonna play our songs, and that's that.
Coldplay.
Listen,
they had to have help.
The Who.
Well, that's the thing. Coldplay, they had a memorable one because they called him Beyonce and Bruno Mars too.
But the Who, they were very public about the fact that they wanted to die before they got old.
Yeah.
So once they got old, and again, that's a sliding scale, but once those guys got old or thought of themselves as old, you know, all their joie de vivre was gone. They were like, man, I was planning on being dead way before this. And now they're relegated to, you know, still touring. But they were very above board about the fact that, hey, we thought we were going to be dead by now. So this is all gravy. We don't care if you think it's a dynamic halftime show. I just beat a child porn rap, said Pete Townsend. They were celebrating.
He beat a child porn rap?
Yes, Poundcake. Okay. Listen, I've got to take a break here. I will have... we got a lot of calls, by the way, over the past 24 hours on the After Hours line. So we'll get to some of those. I'll have Henry Rollins tickets for you a little bit later on. He's back on a spoken word tour that hits Playhouse Square next month. Those Monday Night Raw tickets this afternoon. The sold-out 9 Inch Nails show this September, a Blossom. I'll hook you up for that. And another $1,000 straight ahead of you, 2:30, chance for you to go fund yourself and win some money. Want to text for anything, 35192 to do that, and we'll be back.
It's the Alan Cox Show.
Everywhere on our free iHeartRadio app.
Or whatever smart device you